Bonsoir tout le monde. Tonight's homework is real quick. These are the irregular RE verbs that we're learning in this chapter, the verbs to say, to write, and to read. They are the verbs dire, écrire, and lire. All you need to do tonight, please put a heading in your notebook. Les verbes dire, écrire, et lire. Please write down the verbs and their definitions underneath your heading. Dire, to say, écrire, to write, and lire, to read. You will see that with as many of our other irregular verbs, they follow a pattern. You'll recognize the pattern. So as you can see, the je and the tu form are the same. This happens all the time with irregular verbs in French, and they end in s, another similarity. So of course you can guess that the il, elle, and on will end in t. SST. We see this a lot with our irregular verbs. Je dis, tu dis, il dit, elle dit, on dit. Now when I get to the plural side, things change a little. But my endings, ONS and ENT, for nous and il and elle plural, are still there. The thing about this verb is the vous form is very irregular, kind of like être, where you have vous êtes, and faire, where you have vous faites. Now with dire, you have vous dites. So what I would like you to do when you write this verb down in your notebook, please put a little star or a little asterisk right next to vous dites. Just to remind you that it's very different. We don't want to go into a pattern where we say vous disiez with an EZ because it's not correct. Je dis, tu dis, il dit, elle dit, on dit, nous disons, vous dites, ils disent, elles disent. All right, so you also have to notice how you have an S in the nous and an S in the il, elle, but for vous, it's a T. All right, let's look at écrire, the verb to write. It starts with a vowel, so my je becomes J apostrophe. And again, the je and the tu form are the same and end in an S. J'écris, tu écris. Il, elle, and on end in a T, écrit. And when we have on in front of the vowel, we hear that liaison with the N. On écrit. Nous écrivons, vous écrivez, and ils and elles écrivent. Each time, a liaison with a Z sound because I have an S in front of my E. ONS, EZ, ENT. There are my familiar plural endings. The one thing you have to remember is now I have a V in the middle of this verb when I'm on the plural side. All right, so little things you want to make note of, things to remember. You might want to underline it to help you. Okay, giving you a minute to finish that up. Now we're looking at the verb lire. The verb lire means to read. And again, the je and tu form are the same and end in an S. Je lis and tu lis. Il, elle, and on, can you guess what it looks like? If you think it looks the same but ends in a T, you guessed right. For my nous, vous, and il, elle plural forms, I'm going to have my old standbys, ONS, EZ, and ENT. So what you want to remember here is in the plural forms, we have an S in the middle of the verb. Underline it to help you remember. And that's it, my friends. That's all you have to do tonight. Be ready tomorrow to come into class. We're going to check your notes just to make sure you did the homework. And then you're going to get together with your partners and you're going to work on the workbook exercises and the communication activity. So, as always, you can rewind this tape and practice pronunciation if you like. Let me say it one more time. Je dis, tu dis, il dit, elle dit, on dit. Nous disons, vous dites, ils disent, elles disent. J'écris. Tu écris. Il écrit. Elle écrit. On écrit. Nous écrivons. Vous écrivez. Ils écrivent. Elles écrivent. Je lis. Tu lis. Il lit. Elle lit. On lit. Nous lisons. Vous lisez. Ils lisent. Elles lisent. All right, great job, everyone. I'll see you soon. Au revoir.